The housing infrastructural deficit bedeviling the country presently stands at 1.8 million units with an average annual demand of 8,500 units. This is a worrying situation if you were to put the country's infrastructural development ahead for rapid economic expansion and development. The ramifications are dire, stemming from the fact that economic production, social and environmental security, and a stable family upbringing all hinge on the provision of decent housing infrastructure for the citizenry, and particularly so the working class, who are predominantly the youth between the ages of 18 to 45. The government's own agenda on affordable housing scheme is laudable, but obviously inadequate to nip the problem in the bud. The government has therefore conscientiously introduced and encouraged the policy of public-private partnership initiative as a framework to allow for the private sector to support the government in its physical and social infrastructural provisions for economic expansion and development. It is in the light of this that Sucasa Properties has taken the colorful lead in not just providing affordable homes for the middle class of the society, but equally made its project accessible with a touch of luxury, deserving of hard-working citizenry who need solace and a place of respite after retreating from their hard day's work. Sucasa Properties has therefore rolled out its 17-unit No. 10 Granton Communities, which was commissioned by the Honorable Minister for Works and Housing in the person of Francis Asenso Boache in last February 2023, and currently completing the No. 2 and No. 30 Granton Communities, consisting of 55 units and 816 units, consisting of 55 units and 816 units respectively in tandem, also at East Legon Hills, plus its No. 40 Granton Communities of 77 units at Ayimensa, also under construction at the same period. In building on the appreciation of the PPPI policy framework, therefore, the company has cemented partnerships with key governmental bodies, including ministries, agencies, and departments to push the course of development on a positive trajectory. Sucasa's partnership with the Ministry of Works and Housing, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, the Diaspora Unit of the Office of the President, and Beyond the Return Secretariat are remarkable ventures under the frameworks of the Public-Private Partnership Initiative. Mr. Akwesi Babio and Madam Elizabeth Nyantechi are the directors of the Diaspora Affairs at the Office of the President and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration respectively, who paid a courtesy call on the project site on April 20, 2023 to experience at first hand the private interventions that Sucasa Properties is rolling out to help subdue the housing deficit gap of 1.8 million units confronting the nation at present. Recourse to the fact that the foreign direct investment is key in driving the economic propensity of the nation. Therefore, the diaspora has constantly been engaged by Sucasa Properties to direct their interest in real estate investment in a harmonious and economically prudent manner back home in Africa. The company's strategic engagement with these interministerial and intergovernmental agencies, whose mandate fall within the diaspora engagement, is a seamless exercise with all purposefulness. In their visit to the properties, the authorities were enthused with the propensity of the project single-handedly being pursued by Sucasa Properties to augment the government of Ghana's efforts in this regard. The Sucasa Real Estate Experience is another project that brings stakeholders together to mobilize the diaspora home for a real estate tour and investment exploration. And Mr. Abebio is optimistic that the collaboration between Sucasa Properties and his office, in conjunction with the Diaspora Office of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, headed by Ms. Elizabeth Nyantechi, promises to yield much with its overall object goal. The project will on monthly basis mobilize the diaspora community home for the purpose of patronizing real estate properties in Ghana in the form of an expo, and further offer the opportunity for the diaspora population to engage with tourism activities during their week-long trips. The maiden edition is slated for July 30th through August 6th. Undoubtedly, Sucasa's housing products are highly competitive in terms of value for money. The two-bedroom is sold for $45,000 or the cedi equivalent of same. Its three-bedroom unit with an outhouse is presently going for a market price of $70,000 or its cedi equivalent. The four-bedroom with an outhouse sells for $105,000 or its cedi equivalent, all at the East Legon Hills and Ayimensa with flexible payment options. And their building scheme is off-plan, a project design which has been lauded by the Ministry of Works and Housing, over and over again. Sucasa, building on trust.